So this is the first time I've been talking in a video, and I hope it will really help you guys understand what HTML, CSS, CSS, and what JavaScript is. So the first step is we need to do the HTML. So the way to start off with the code is that you have to put one of these brackets here, like this bracket. And then you put an exclamation point, then in all caps, doc type, and then space, HTML in all lowercase letters. So now you're done with that. Now you need to let the computer know what language this is going to be in. So most likely some of us are going to be speaking English. So you put HTML, lang, equals, with those little quotation marks, and EN, which stands for English. So now the computer knows that you're writing in English, and then you just put another bracket and head. And this is just the start of your code. Now, we need to do something called a char set. A char set is how this is going to be designed and how it's going to be connected to the CSS. So we're just going to put meta char set equals UTF-8. You guys will be learning more about code, and soon you guys will be pros, just like me. And now we need to put the title of what this is. So since it's Poem Friday, it's going to be title, the bracket again, and then poem generator / title. So the thing about code is when you have stuff like this, you have to make sure you put a slash, like a diagonal line, in between the title. And then, of course, we're going to put link. So, the line of code that we're doing right now is like the sentence is basically saying link related to style sheet and reference to style CSS. CSS is like your markers and pencils for your code, and without that, your code would be blank, boring. So you technically need this. So you're going to put the quotation marks, then the style sheet, and then the href equals style dot CSS, and then you put the bracket here. And then now we're going to put /head, so like what's up here basically, and then we're going to start the body. And so basically right now we're just starting the code for how the poem generator is going to work. So first, we're going to do div class equals container. So the container is basically the box. And the box is where the poems will pop up, basically. So it is so necessary to do this. And then, quotation mark, container, and then the bracket again. And then, H1 basically means heading 1, and then I'm just gonna put a fun little emoji. Let's see, I don't know, I need a paper emoji. You know what, we can worry about emojis later. Anyway, so we're just gonna put random poem generator. Just something straightforward, you know, get the point. The / heading 1. Let's make sure this is close together. And then that's it with part 1. So the next part is we're going to be starting with the JavaScript. So pause right here and probably start coding it yourself. Now what Hello guys, so the next step we're going to be doing is just adding features to what the poem generator will look like. So the first step is, we got the heading of what it looks like, which you see right here. So now, I'm trying to zoom in so you guys can see. There we go. So now, after that, we need to create a poem, like what the poem generator is. So we got P equals paragraph equals quotation mark poem, and then there we go. It says click the button to get a poem, and there we go. And now we just need to do, let's see. So basically, lines of code is just like sentences. Like you're talking to the computer, but in a not so English way. So for example, the poem script, the JavaScript, I just don't know how to say it. So the code script that we just wrote is just telling them, put the ID for this is poem, and it says click the button to get a poem. See, coding is not as simple as you think, and as soon as you guys learn, you guys will be good. So now the next is just like telling the computer, for example, when you click the button, it just generates a different poem. So generate poem with parentheses. You never forget parentheses during these lines of code. And then we say generate poem / button. There we go. And then div from what we did above with the slash. And this is going to be connected to the script too. And equals script dot JavaScript, GS JavaScript, and then a bit of a little crocodile thing, and then script. There we go. And then we put body, and then we ended off with a little HTML. And there we go. So we just finished the HTML, so congratulations to you. So this is how it looks now. Now you're probably wondering, why does it look so plain? It's black and white. We're not in the early 1800s. Yeah, so during code there are different files. As you can see here, you're probably wondering what these are for. That's for the code. So the first thing we need to do, so what's in the HTML first, we're going to work on the body colors, what the colors of the body is. So you can choose anything you like, but I like Comic Sans. Those are my favorite. So it's kind of hard to choose what you want the background to be for your website. So I just guess colors, you know, from what I've learned. So I'm just going to put background. I don't know. Always put a hashtag when you're doing colors and just like put in some numbers. But it has to be 7 letters or numbers. There we go. And then font family. You could choose sans serif. It's perfect for beginners. It's easy to remember. It's not hard. But I like Comic Sans, like I said. So Comic Sans MS and cursive. So we don't want to get no sans serif. Cursive. And then, oh, that's what. You can't forget to put in the semicolon. or it won't add it to the code. Yeah, you can't forget the semicolon. So display, I don't know. The display is like kind of like how it looks like. So if you put flex, then your text would most likely be in the middle. I don't really remember. Coders don't remember anything, okay? And then justify content. Center, of course. Like how you write a paper and you just have some stuff in the center in your Google Doc. And then center. There we go. Okay. What's next? Align items. Center. I always put center. It makes it look prettier to me. Center. Semicolon. Oh no, I spelled center wrong. Okay, let's fix this. Sometimes I type so fast, I do not remember what I put. Okay, so now height. Oh, well, it depends. You could just put random numbers. I'll just put 100, but don't go wild, like 1,000 or 500. It has to be 100 or below. There we go. Shrinked a little bit. Guess that's alright, right? And then margin. 0. And let's see, let's move this up. Yeah, like that. And that is just the start of your CSS. You have to do the container, what it looks like. You have to do the headings. You have to do the POM, what the POM button looks like. And the button hover. It's a lot to this. But luckily, I use a Google Doc to keep my code because I always write my code on something else and then like copy and paste it into CodePen. It is like so easy for me. So you guys won't be bored just watching me doing this. I could just copy and paste it. Just let me see. Boom! There we go. And